Okie dokie, let's take a look at Barricade in robot mode. Now I've come out to Mabel the table for one main reason really. Oh, I got Ziggy licking my toes. Let's have a look. Hello Ziggy! Say hello! I've come out to Mabel the table for one major reason, and that's that he's tall. He's tall and big and wide and big. I really should have brought my Bumblebee down. He's really quite large, and I love him. I might have mentioned it before. Okay, articulation. Let's do the articulation nonsense. Let's take Frenzy. Hello, I'm Frenzy. I'm the toy that comes with the Human Alliance figure, and frankly, I'm rubbish. Articulation at the arm is basically up and down and in and out, up and in and out. Knee, he's got hips, he's got knees. He stands quite well for what he is, but figures that are just going to sit on the side, I think, let's get down to the crux of the matter. Let's get his arms out of the way for now. So, articulation. He struggles in that there's no forward and back hip joint. There's just this sort of angled swivelly thing here, which I think makes things slightly difficult. I did give him the crouchy position that he had in the movie from earlier. Oh, I got to get this on camera. I did that, which is kind of how he is in the movie, because he's got the chicken leg thing. But he doesn't really want to stand up very well. But if you really lock that back against everything, then standing wise, let's see if I'm going to pick this up. As you can see, he's a lot sturdier, and the little black tabs, rubbish camera work today, Dave. The little black tabs on the edge seem to just sit better on the ground. So remember that when you get him, otherwise he's going to be an absolute sod to stand up. The knee pads that flip out, I think, work really well. They got the 643 logo from the car. Really like that. Mid-drift wise, he does look slightly empty. But I don't think there's a lot you could do, although he's not transformed properly, which probably doesn't help. Now you've really got the first complaint, okay, complaints corner, crappy corner, is you've really got to push that and then get that middle section hooked in. You can see if I go in there, that's where it all hooks in. And if you pull that out, you can see where the hooks are. And you've got to get all of this put in together and then flip the grill up. Getting all up in my grill. And then it kind of works better, but it is a very empty midsection. But I think that's a downfall of the HA scheme, because they all work on more or less the same sort of transformation basis. Chest-wise, these could do with being on a swivel where the corners go up over the lights slightly more. But it's still really good. The bonnet will lift in this mode right over his head. You can flap that back. Again, that's where he's going to, Frenzy will live in there. And you can lift the cannons that are out under here. I don't like it, so I'm not going to do it. So let's put that back in place. Like that. Sculpt, amazing, but a bit too clean. Now if you lift his head up, he's got this kind of, hi, I'm are you ladies man 217? Are you ladies man 217? Where are my spectacles? Look at the light piping going there, and we're indoors and the light piping's already hot rocking. But the face is very clean. I don't know if that makes any sense. Do you know what I think with the problem with the Human Alliance range is? The heads are too big in comparison. Because I've always done drawing, and when I was a kid, all I wanted to be when I was a nipper was be a cartoonist. So you learnt about how if you make the head slightly smaller, it makes the body look bigger. So, for example, Superman in the comic books was always he was 10 heads high, whereas a normal human being would be, I think it was 8 heads high, and they made the head look smaller to make the chest look bigger, which gave him that superhero look. And all of the heads are too big on the Human Alliance, but he's got ball joint there. You can look up. Can't really look up or down. It's just left or right. but you can angle his head up by moving the transformation piece, which kind of gets over that. Arms, forwards, backwards, in, out. You can also swivel this joint if you need a little bit of extra articulation, but you want to leave that alone, otherwise the shoulder pieces tend to look a little bit empty. Again, the shoulder pieces here flip all the way up to give the tops of the arms a bit more wang. That's my new word. You have to use it in a sentence today. Wang. Hands have got no articulation, but are very nice. They've got the Human Alliance flat hand syndrome. Thumbs move out, so if you just move that in. Doors do get in the way slightly of the palm, but it's okay, it's livable, we can do with that. You've got your Punish and Enslave logos on the outside of the arm there. This thing, the spiky arm, twisty wheel of death, is flail weapon, will spin round. But if you want to flap that away, if you don't want it out, it's kind of tough. Because if you fold all of this back together like that, turn that around, which you can already see as being a pain in the bum, oh, for God's sake, there we go, and try and hook that back in, it doesn't want to stay. The slightest flick and we're out. You're supposed to press the petrol cap, but it just doesn't work. Articulation goes up and down at the elbow. That's about it. If you fold all the top section down, you can get Frenzy to sit in here. You've got this cannon that sort of goes up and down, and by the look of it, I've not played with this very much. Yeah, the cannon on the edge here does come out, so you can sit Frenzy in, and then, if I'm not mistaken, you've got to sort of move all of this around, and then flap that back up there, and then put the seat up, and then Frenzy can sit in that little arrangement here, but unfortunately that renders his entire arm useless. So in the meantime, as with most of the stuff, we'll completely forget that exists and put all that back together. Flap that away, tuck it down. But in short, and I'm going to pick the camera up to do this bit, Human Alliance Barricade is the best in the HA line. He is better than Bumblebee, which is a very strong statement, but he is, I think, better than Bumblebee. Glorious. He's a 2 thumbs up, definitely. This video is way too long. We'll probably run into several sections. I do apologise. SMS number 1, Human Alliance Barricade. Thank you very much, Kapow Toys, for bringing them into the UK and for letting me buy him from you. I don't know how many others have got this, but if you ain't got it and you like the Movieverse stuff, you need to go and get it, because it's really, really good.